Now, Babette, I tell you, we cannot go to the village tomorrow night, answered Anton. I could not find my way home through the forest after dark, and we would both be lost. Be a good girl and do not tease any more. Anton spoke sternly, and Babette burst into tears. She was very fond of her own way, and when she could not have it, sometimes she was a very naughty little girl. She sobbed and wept so piteously that Anton found it hard to refuse her. However, he dared not go to the village at night as he feared to lose his way in the forest. So Anton trotted Babette on his knee and whispered that he would buy her chocolate, but she only wept the harder. Now, Babette, cried Anton at last when Babette showed no signs of stopping, I cannot take you to the village, but if you are a good girl and stop crying at once, I will make a little Halloween frolic for you and me. Now promise me you will not cry any more. Babette dried her eyes and promised. She wished a Halloween frolic, but whether she frolicked at home or in the village mattered not at all. We will wear goblin dresses and ghost dresses, Anton? She asked. Anton puzzled a moment before he answered. Oh, ghost dresses, I think, said he. The next day, Babette was very good. She helped Anton gather his vegetables for market, and when he returned, sat beside him quietly while he carved the last pumpkin from his garden. When the jack-o'-lantern was finished, Anton lighted the candle just for 1 second so that she might see it grinning in the light. Babette clapped her hands, but he held up a warning finger. The Halloween frolic was to be secret. After supper, the children went to bed as usual, but instead of undressing, they pulled their white night dresses over their heavy coats. They will do for ghost dresses, whispered Anton when all was still, and they crept softly out. In the moonlight, the jack-o'-lantern was grinning broadly to greet them. Pumpkin is smiling at us, laughed Babette. She was very happy, for her frolic was about to begin. Anton struck a match to light the candle, but there was no candle in the jack-o'-lantern. I put the candle in. I know I did, he said in surprise. He searched in the dark, and Babette stopped her laughing. Anton looked about, and there beneath the bench lay the remainder of his precious candle. It was chewed to bits, and the wick was in shreds. Oh, Babette, a wicked rat has stolen our candle. I paid a whole penny for it, too. Oh, the bad rats! Cried Babette, bursting into tears. She stamped her foot and sent the jack-o'-lantern rolling off the bench. It struck the earth with a bump and dented its nose a trifle. Now, Babette, what a baby you are! See what you've done! Cried Anton. He stooped to pick up the pumpkin, but the pumpkin was too quick for him. Oh, no, you don't, laughed Pumpkin in a thick, throaty sort of voice. Babette smashed my nose a little, but that's no matter on a Halloween night. Goodbye, boys and girls, he called airily and rolled swiftly down the hill. You come back here! You're my pumpkin! Cried Anton and started after the runaway. Babette followed, weeping and crying aloud. Oh, my Halloween frolic! Oh, my Halloween frolic! She mourned. Now we have no jack-o'-lantern and no candle either. But just you wait until he rolls down into the vegetable garden, shouted Anton as he chased the swiftly rolling pumpkin. You'll have to stop at the hedge. He took his little sister's hand that she might run faster. Pumpkin rolled along just in front of them, but it was always just out of their reach. When he reached the hedge, he gave a great leap and landed directly in the vegetable patch. Come on, you turnips, come on, you carrots, called Pumpkin as he rolled along. At his words, the carrots and turnips tore themselves from their beds and followed after him, shouting. Come on, called Pumpkin, and parsnips and beets followed the carrots and turnips. Look at Anton following us, yelled Pumpkin, and all his vegetable followers turned and laughed in derision. Ordinary nights you may be Master Anton, cried they, but not on Halloween. This is our night. Well, you wait until I catch you, and then see how hard you'll laugh, called Anton angrily. To see his vegetable patch laid to waste made him furious. But you'll wait until you catch us before you punish us, won't you, Anton? They answered mockingly. Oh, it's Halloween, sang Pumpkin, turning handsprings as he rolled around along, and the rest of the vegetables did cartwheels as they went careering after him. They looked like a dozen market stalls upset on the hillside, and poor Anton nearly wept when he thought of his loss. He followed them with determination. Anton was not a lad to give up easily.